Alright, everyone, and welcome back to Trade Tycoon Tanks, as we are continuing our playthrough. Just to reiterate, because somebody I was talking to on the side, not in the comments, this was DMs, was mentioning how I'm not using other tank designs and whatnot from foreign countries, and that's because we're specifically going for British tanks. Like, we're trying to actually utilize the hulls that we're normally not utilizing because, well, they do suck. They do, in fact, suck. So, alright, so we have, man, what do we got going on? So, oh yeah, that's right, we were waiting for supplies to come in. No, we're not accepting any other contracts right now. We got a bunch of heavy tanks that we have to produce. And not a lot of time to do it, to be completely frank. So let's produce what we can as quickly as we can. We also need to order in more supply just to top us off. So let's go ahead and order from Oceania. Just order in all of this. Oh, okay. And then let's go ahead and go with a somewhat faster one. So this is 8 days. Yeah, let's go with that. Just knock that back as quickly as possible. Unfortunately, the 5A is just not really hitting the metrics we want. Which is strange. Like, I don't understand why it's not doing better. It might be the guns, possibly. Because we are using, I believe we're using the 3-inch guns instead of the 6-inch guns on this, right? Yes, we're using the 3-inchers. So we're using the smaller guns. So I suspect with upgraded firepower in general, it will perform better. But honestly speaking, I think we're just kind of screwed in that regard. Because I don't know, like, I don't even know if we're going to be able to use the FHA steel with this, other than jumping to use the land ship. Well, even the land ship tracks are a massive increase, and, well, actually, you know what? Let me look at that again. Let me just see what we can do here. Yeah, unfortunately, I think the crew performance is gonna just be too low in general because of the crew requirements. So what can we get out of this? It's actually not really going to be much better, and it's just much heavier and just more expensive, and yeah, it's just not really worth it. Now, again, let's see what we can do with these. Seal these up. Then she still comes over the weight limit. So there's not much we can actually do, honestly speaking. We'd have to strip down the actual hull itself, and it's probably not going to come out any better than this. So, kind of sucks. It's a middling design that we'll have to play catch up with it in order to be able to. Well, we'll have to stockpile the vehicles in order to make it worth building those in or accepting contracts in a rapid fashion, which I think we can manage it. I think. So let's see. All right, so let's go ahead and we're just gonna build a ton of them. We're gonna let's build 60. Should give us a good base to work from. Unfortunately, the Ajaxes are just coming in. Oh my god, of course the British Empire asks for more tanks at the very moment. Yeah, well. Can't really go hog wild. Have to play this very smart. They want 15 heavy fusillades. Okay, hold on. I've got 9 of them. So I can give you 9, and then I can give them to you instantaneously, and I can give you a bunch of money for it, or I can get a bunch of money from you. Just a small little dinky contract. Oh, and then they accepted. Okay, cool. Yeah, we're gonna be cutting our teeth on that one. Alright, so I'm going to use these guys to just ship those out as quickly as possible. Alright, awesome. Gives us a little boost. Alright, and then let's go ahead and go with these guys, get those tanks out the door as quickly as possible. Then how many left in production? 40. I want a skirmisher tank, but do not have a skirmishing tank design. I don't even have the turret, and I can't really afford. Yeah, I can't afford the turret, so we're out of luck. Out of luck on the skirmish tanks. Alright, and there's FHA steel, which now we can start yeah, we're gonna get a basic Mark 8 out as soon as possible, just to be able to start getting into in-game. Heavy Vanguard. Wait, okay, so I'm shipping out 20 on this contract, and then I'm producing 35 more, so if I go 20 on this, 110 days. Just max out what we can get from it. Boom. Alright, those will finish off the tanks that we are currently producing, and then we do need to order more material. Alright, where can we... Okay, hold on. 13... 37,000, 35,000, boom, 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 rubber, 7,000, glass, 1,000. There we go. All right, and that will give us the material for the next run. Trench clearing tanks. Don't think I ever produced a trench clearing design. Yeah, no, I didn't. Oh, do I... Wait, do I even have those frickin' tracks? Did I just completely skip... Oh, I completely skipped over them by accident. Whoopsie. Well, that's problematic. Very problematic. Well... Okay, well, we looked that over, but we were also focusing on other things. 39 heavy fusillades. I don't have them available. I wish I did, but I don't. Alright, let's get these shipped out on that first contract. Probably produce 30 of these pretty quickly. Why is the score so low on these? Let's go 25. And then we'll produce them. Why is the score so fucking low on these? Like, I'll most likely get the contract, but still. I do not get that. Let's head over to the engineering bay. Alright. So, baseline. Going to switch it up a little bit. You know what? I'm gonna go maxing out on. Yeah, let's go that route. Fuck it. And then FHA steel is a big improvement of protection overall. A little bit of extra weight, but nothing major. Alright, what's the overall... Okay, so it's a definite point increase, but we're definitely a little heavy. So we're definitely a little on the heavy side, but that's fine. We can work with that. Let's go ahead and check this bad boy out. I don't know if this is going to be. I might just have to get the. I might just have to get the tadpoles and then upgrade them. I think that's really the only option I have with the Mark V hull. But we'll try. Not opposed to try. Hey, we got the US. All right, and assign you. Yeah, the trench clearing tanks would be freaking amazing if I could build them. Nice, cheap, and all reliable. All right, we got this. I think that's 102 days. I think I'm gonna need the tadpoles, so we'll hold off on the arm fixed turret for right now. Engineering. What do you? FHS steel. Okay, so you don't have any of the upgrades, but that's fine. Alright, so reduces crew requirement as well, so that's good. So we'll knock this out. And then we just don't have a motor. It's not the motor I should put into it, but I have a motor. Hey, look at that. Finally got that. Alright, well, that's helpful. So we can actually kind of do this. Will it come to bite me in the ass? I don't know. We'll find out next time on Dragon Ball Z. Alright, ship those out. Oh, wait. Oh, I don't have the combo, the new combo, so I need to do this. So I kind of just have to go small batch for these for right now. Until I get the land ship up and running. With the land ship, I want to see if the initial one that I'm looking to do will provide what I need, at least in the short term. Alright, I think this should be good. It's definitely up there point wise. I think it might just work. Honestly speaking, fuck these. We're gonna go for Baroque on that, I think. Oh, this is a very box standard F-17. Like, very box standard. Like, the turret and the gun were really the only thing. Which, let's go ahead and do clone the turret. So these two are the same performance, no matter what. This adds to crew performance. This adds to overall protection pretty hard. It's not much of an improvement, but it's the same weight. It's a little bit of an improvement. And then gun-wise, don't know what we can potentially do with you. Heavily increase our reliability, reduce our hard firepower a little bit. But then that also fucks its range completely. Yeah. Oh, it doesn't have any range to begin with. Alright, I think we'll keep it as such, so we'll do these modifications. It's a little bit of an improvement. Definitely increases the weight though, so honestly, probably not worth it. Alright, so. Alright, we get this knocked out, we get the new engine. We get the machine gun, the better guns, the better munitions, we get the better turrets, we get this. Yeah, we just work on getting all the little bits and bobs we need to make the final improvement. Yeah, I really wish I could produce trench clearing tanks right now. I really wish. Actually, while we're sitting here waiting, let's also engineer this bad boy up. let's go ahead and engineer that up. It's not much of an increase to the weight, so I think we should be fine. Then let's go ahead and sell some tanks. Skadoosh. Alright, and then yeah, I'm really not gonna bother with that, fuck it. Then what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? Oh yeah. No, not that. Design. Oh, no. I wanted to engineer. Engineer, you freaking dum-dum. Let's just check these, see if there's any way we can improve on it. Okay, so this is lightweight. Makes it a little heavier. That's fine. So that reduces weight a little bit, increases mobility, increases weight a little bit, or decreases limit a little bit, but I think it should be fine. Then, okay. Let's go with that. It's a big increase. That's a big jump, actually. So. There's the Frigate tank contracts. So we're now getting those. Go to design real quick. Amend the problems. 1153. Oh my god. Oh, because the soft firepower is so low. Yeah, that's unfortunate. Okay, so we will not be able to take advantage of that contract. We're gonna definitely need to get the pieces and parts we're gonna need. Let's get the armed turret. I think the armed turret's gonna be the first thing we need to really focus on. What's our score? Oh, we're still pretty far off. Okay. And then this is working right now. Let's go over here to the tadpole, since we just unlocked that. Okay, so overall, like, this is a pretty big improvement to the tadpole. Like 10-point improvement, not much weight gain, reduce the crew requirements a little bit. Okay. Alright, and then let's make sure to do this. Go over to design. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. You know what? I want to see what happens if I try to put all the machine guns in there. Six-man crew. It's low on the overloaded side, but we get good protection, good mobility. Like, I think this is a pretty competent design. I think she'll at least do half decent. that's the tadpole finished up. It's not much of an increase, but it allows us to develop this line a little further. It's so much more expensive. Yeah, you know what? It's the only way we can really continue producing these things. So, frag it. In for a penny, in for a pound. See, I don't think we need to. Yeah, we don't need to do that with this one. We can keep it as such. Yeah, we can keep it as such. Because the weight's not, like, it's nowhere close with the 5As. So, okay. Alright, well. We work it. Oh, no, I forgot to... Damn it. Damn it. I just realized I fucked that up. Because I forgot to swap in the... Oh, I did not mean to do that. Archive. Remove from archive. Thank you. Meant to press this button. I forgot to swap in the new hulls. Yep. Should probably not forget to do that. this one, we also forgot to swap in the new hull. Actually, you know what? Let's just go with the 6-pounders. We can fit them. Alright, there we go. Now I've actually built them correctly. Alright, so the 5A1 and the 5B1 are ready to go. Again, we're just waiting for a contract where we can actually utilize that land ship design. Oh yeah, we need to amend this real quick. Whew. Damn. That was a little on the brutal side when it came to the amend. Frigate tank, again, they want soft firepower, and I can't provide that at the current moment. Probably gonna have to extend our loan. Just fine. Actually, you know what? Let's check to see if there are any lobbying. Okay, so we actually got a lot of lobbying we can do. Alright, so right now they're only really requesting frigate tanks, which is annoying. Our competitors do that right now, which is fine. We can lobby for heavy Vanguard. Alright, so let's go ahead and knock out a bunch. Oh my god. We can't. So our cost. Okay, so we've reached the break point where our high carbon steel input has started to overtake our iron and medium carbon steel inputs. So now we need to satisfy bringing in more high carbon. So we'll use that, and then we need to bring in more high carbon. Yeah, when that flip happens, it sucks. But it's fine. Use this time to build up a stockpile of tanks, and then we'll just lobby some contracts. There's the B1. Thank you. And then we can go ahead and retire the 5B and the 5A. Now we have our newer tanks to utilize. Yeah. And in regards to the other tanks that they're using, tank core wise, so we've actually, okay, so they've disbanded some battalions because they've opted for the, yeah, it looks like, well, they still have some unit. Oh, they consolidated. So they still have some units with the Mark 1A2s. Not enough to make it worth building them, though. Which is fine. Alright, the armored fixed turret is officially done. That's very good for us. Let's go ahead and we just need to get our final text out of the way, and then we need to design up our. Okay, so we are officially in the gutter when it comes to our finances. Let's go ahead and expand the loan out again. That'll give us some time, not much time, but some. We're going to have to finish up this run of tanks or get close to it. Heavy fusillade. No, we're already building. I really want those fucking frigate tanks. You know what? Okay. Because they're wanting frigate tanks right now, as hard as they are, we really just... Even though it's going to be a very bare bones version. So let's go ahead and delete this for right now. We're just going to get ourselves a gap box up and running right now. So this will be the 8B. And the number of gunners that this thing is going to need is going to be insane. Okay, well, it was not nearly as bad as I thought it was going to be. Gonna have a fourth ammunition type on this. Alright, so this thing is just a walking, talking, freaking machine gun position. So, very nice. There we go. Get that out onto the roads. And then actually we can go ahead and design this bad boy as well. All right. we go. So that'll give us our frigate tank and our land battleship. So that covers those. We're also going to lobby this. We're going to produce 50. Oh my god, we could make so much money off of this contract. Kind of want to build up my stockpile of tanks a little more. Problem is that we have issues. Distinct issues. So produce 50, but okay. I might have painted myself into a bit of a corner. Yeah, I think I might have painted myself into a corner. What to do? That barely affected my building upkeep. Damn it. Well, let's initiate the contract. We're gonna do 50 tanks. Oh my god, that's so expensive. So bloody expensive. I just don't remember. I think we should be safe around here. What can I do? If I absolutely sell off freaking everything, what will I end up with? 533K. Okay. Okay, so they accepted the contract. Very nice. Let's go ahead, ship out the 30 we already have. All right, so we're gonna have to play a little bit of footloose and fancy here. All right, so that honestly, fuck it, just sell it all. Sell it all. I'm actually really surprised that, like, I don't know where we went wrong. We were doing so well, and then, you know, death by 1,000 cuts kind of situation, I guess, maybe? Like, even if I wanted to do this contract, I don't have the material to do it. Alright, well, that's 2.8 mil right there. That saves us for the time being. But it's not long term. Huh. Well. Where did we go wrong, chat? That is what I'm curious about. Actually. Okay, so... resource prices definitely matter long term. Managing the tech tree properly is definitely something that I fucked up on. I don't know. I'm actually really fucking curious where I went wrong with this. Like, this is a self-reflection moment. Like, where did I go wrong? Should I focus more on mobility, giving myself the tadpoles earlier instead of going down here? Like, I probably should have, because that would have given me these, which then I could have done the trench clearing tanks. Should I focus more on tank variety? That's a possibility. It's definitely a possibility. Huh. It's an interesting conundrum. Like, I'm going to try to get myself out of this hole, but I definitely have the feeling I could have played a lot better in general. Like, I just feel like I could have definitely played a lot better. Actually, you know what? Let's order from Africa, because we can get better prices on carbon steel and glass here. Let's go 5,000 glass. I don't know. Actually, you know what? Was it not getting the Mark V's fast enough? You know what? I think not getting into the Mark V quickly enough, it might have been a detriment. Because I could have been using this hull to fill regular Fusillade. You know what? Okay, it was a combination of three things. One, the runaway maintenance costs. 200K per month is absolutely insane. Like, it does not feel like whatsoever that this is assisting in any way, shape, or form. Actually, you know what? Real quick. Hint. Next week, we're restarting. Because fuck it, I want to learn. I want to see this. Okay, what's our maintenance cost now? Okay, so the maintenance cost reduction is definitely helping. It's definitely helping. Now, what has the most effect on maintenance cost? So that's 30K, 27K, 18K, 38. Oh, this tells us the overall. It's the legal clauses. It's predominantly legal clauses. So, because we have these going, the maintenance cost is just fucking insane. Huh. Wow. Like, just cumulatively, it was just kicking our asses. It was just kicking our asses. Because that was just killing us. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to restart, and I'm going to make it an extra long episode for you guys. I'm going to record an extra long fucking episode. But I'm going to restart because I am really, really curious about this. I want to see if I can figure out how to optimize this to the point where you can actually, like, I can teach you guys something that's going on. So, anyways, guys, I'll catch you next week. And, yeah, I don't care if you're mad at me. I don't care if you're annoyed. I want to learn. I want to get better. I love you. Bye-bye.